Greetings, Peacekeepers, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Lieutenant Commander Pterak of the Frigate Shieldbreaker in the Interstellar Concordium campaign to pacify the Gorn Confederation. Yes, that's right, us, the intergalactic, multigalactic Concordium, coming to the Milky Way to impose our own brand of peace on things, and we starting with the lizard people. Last episode, we did some battle over this planet. Weren't able to capture the first time when we had some support from a dreadnought, but the next time when we had a support from just a phaser boat, we were able to take the planet. So that's how that went. Anyway, we are in pretty good shape right now, and we are currently saving up to around 1758-ish, or 1752, for a cruiser. We want a proper heavy cruiser to get into things, because that's sort of where the fun's at. We will reassess when things are required. So, heading out into space, we have a patrol. Maybe you should have taken the scouts. Scouts can be a little bit safer, because, you know, all you have to do is scan the enemy and run away if they're too big. We'll hit that red alert. Going to maximum alert, as they say. And charging up at a speed of 12, right there. Or is it 13? I forget. 12.99 maybe? 11.9, so almost 12, but not quite, because ISC ships refused to give me actual round numbers. There's our target, the frigate way off in the distance. Let's see what we've got to deal with. It is a standard Gorn frigate, an FF. Ooh, we do not have shuttles, do we? This could be a problem. Standard Gorn frigate is armed with a single plasma torpedo, and I believe 4 phasers spaced out in nice, wonderful arcs, where they can fire at pretty much anything coming their way. Not so fantastic for us, because, well, we don't have a shuttle to convert to a Wild Weasel, and in Plasma Wars, Wild Weasels are essential. Like, if you want to survive, make sure you've got a Weasel. He is just a frigate, though, so we might be able to pull things off. We do have 2 plasma torpedoes to his 1, so we will be able to dish out more damage, potentially. Although, yeah, we're going to have to take a shot early on anyway. So he's sort of kitty-cornering us, not quite flying at us, which I suppose is a good enough strategy. We will also increase speed to a fast clip in order to avoid taking the worst of plasma damage. The two of us both increasing speed. I'm going to go all the way up to 25. He's going to match me. Alright, starboard plasma torpedo. Fire. Maximum range shot. We're both firing plasma torpedoes now. I turned in the wrong direction. We're going to have to take this. Engines have just gone offline. No! This is literally the worst possible position for an ISC ship to be in. Our stern is facing towards the enemy, and if you take a look at these arcs, we don't have anything that shoots to the stern. Now, the bright side is, if we come online first, and if we manage to, you know, get a plasma torpedo off, things will be good. Problems with this sort of anomaly with plasma boats, and crap, he's already back up to speed, is that if we take any damage from our power because we are basically a frigate, we're dead. Okay, come on. Give me engine power. Give me engine power. I need the engine power desperately. Please? Oh god. There we go. Okay, we're at 13. 13 means we've lost 2 points of power, which is not good at all. We've lost a full turn charging on our plasma torpedoes, so that's even worse. We're going to fire our twin phasers at him. All we got to do is keep him in the forward arc, which we're not going to be able to do because he's too tight to us. So we're going to cancel that turn. Ow. Stop running away from me, you coward. Get back here. He's doing the smart thing. He's staying at range while his plasma torpedo recharges. We've got to get in tight with him. So we'll increase speed back up. We desperately need to get in with him, because if he can get away, then we're in a lot of trouble. But I think that's the anomaly affecting him this time. Excellent. So now we're going to pull up behind him, and we're going to get a nice, tight, close plasma torpedo shot. Preferably right into his rear. And preferably... There we go. That's what we wanted. Our engines are offline. Gosh darn it. I hate this anomaly so much. Like, I say this every single time we fly this mission, but I hate this anomaly. It's just frustrating. Like, seriously. Engines are back online. Full power. Keep in tight to him. Remember, we have a 150% chance of a successful high energy turn. That's excellent. And we're in a pretty decent position to just sort of cause havoc to his life. Our shield reinforcement is basically nil. Not much to work with here. Do we have 2 phasers that haven't fired yet? Fire phasers. All phasers. Not a single phaser should be left unfired while we sort of circle with this guy. Gotta keep in tight. We want to get our second plasma torpedo off before we lose power. Although you never know when it's going to happen. It seems to be totally random, which is even more frustrating. Keep him in the frontal arc. Yes! We took a nice big chunk out of his power system. A huge chunk out of his power systems. Come on. Plasma torpedo. That's it. And now we can get the heck out of here. Oh, that anomaly. That anomaly is horrible, evil, awful, and bad. Do not like, do not want, stay away. Let's see how much prestige we got for that. If it's a small number, I'm going to be sad. 500 minus 80. 1632. Not quite at the point where we can buy something huge. Supplies. Patch this. 2 admin shuttles. We'll go up to 5 Marines. And go hunting for more war. Not going to touch this because I don't want to get stuck in another planetary assault. We are expanding our influence just a bit, you know, securing the borders. And it's a patrol in an asteroid field. We do not see the enemy on scope, but we will immediately begin prepping a Wild Weasel. We're going to need it. And we are up to a speed of, like, 9. We'll be able to increase that by 3 once we finish prepping the Wild Weasel. That'll take a turn. It takes, I think it takes 1 turn and a point of power to charge. And because we're a frigate, we invest 3 points of energy, or 0.3 points of energy to increase speed, so each point of energy we have is essentially 3 points of speed. There's the frigate at long range. It is a Gorn type according to the... It's an FLG, so he has no plasma torpedoes. So these FLGs are some kind of flagship, and frankly, I don't think they're a very well designed one, because a super powerful frontal shield and a whole bunch of phasers, yeah, I don't count that as a great flagship. The simple fact of the matter is that he just doesn't have the firepower to deal with this. Now, maybe this wouldn't be so bad if we were like Romulans. Do Romulans get dual plasma torpedoes? I don't know. At this level, I don't think they do. I know the Gorn don't. I mean, we've seen their frigate. But ISC against us, we're a bit of a challenge for them. So we'll increase our speed. We aren't going to need that Wild Weasel at all. We'll reinforce the forward. We don't need a ton of speed on this because because he doesn't have plasma. And if he doesn't have plasma, well, we don't need to worry about that. Now we will increase time, get us there a little bit faster. Let him do his skirmishing long-range fire. And in order to prevent a Wild Weasel reaction, and thus wasting 3 turns of our lives, we will fire 1 and turn. 2. Holy crap, that wasn't enough. Sort of weedy voice is the best way I can describe him. So he took all our firepower on his frontal shields, which I suppose that's the point of the FLG, is to take those big hits on the front. But he's only got 3 phasers and we've got 4. And he no longer has that powerful frontal shield. I don't want to say he's doomed, but he's going to be hard-pressed in this fight, although if we get too close here, we're going to be hurt. Yep, there goes his phasers. And he's swooping out again, trying to build in some distance. And I'm not going to fire my phasers just yet, because I'm not happy with taking a shot at that long range. But he is going to have to get closer to me, and that's when we shall strike. Cutting off his turn just a bit, you'll notice the range now decreasing, despite the fact he's going super fast. He's basically doing twice our speed, or at least he was. Slowing down even more. 2. Punched right through his shield. And our shields are still up. This one is just weak. You chirp. You gonna fire another one of those? There it is. Our rear shield is now down. That makes us vulnerable. Not that an ISC ship is ever not vulnerable to the stern. Well, later on we're going to get some really fun pieces of equipment that makes us not so vulnerable. Plasma torpedo fired at point blank range into his stern. The second one will be active momentarily with more hits. Oh yes, it's delicious. Magically delicious. And he's down to a speed of 10. He was trying to cruise around 9. He was trying to cruise around at a much higher speed, and he's not quite able to maintain that. Dragging him down to our speed also takes away a lot of his maneuverability, because, you know, the faster you go, up until a certain point, you become more maneuverable. And he's tractored me. Okay. Not sure why you would do that. I'm not quite sure what his plan was, but I don't think it was a very good plan. So causing more damage. 5 speed is what he's at this point. Down to 3. Slowing down right behind him. We're going to settle in. Nice and happy like. Capture? Nope. 13 Marines. That's a capture attempt that's not happening. So we might kill him with phasers. I mean, we are doing a pretty significant amount with phasers. Although I think this was also the plasma barrage. So what you gonna do? There we go. Got in the explosion, but our shields held. An excellent little bit of fighting right there. No problems at all. As long as we keep fighting FLGs. Let's see how much prestige that was worth. 286, not bad, not bad. And we took the territory. So we're poking out. We've got 2 planets in the neutral zone at some point we're going to want to take. We're at 1891. That puts us at our threshold for buying things. DNE is 4,000. Then we're not interested in that. 1752 is the cruiser, and that's what we're going to buy. Buy the Claw. The Claw. Yes, the little guys from Toy Story. So 3 admin shuttles is fine, spare parts is fine, I'm perfectly happy with that for now. Gonna dart out here and immediately lose it because we're gonna get into a fight way over our heads. But that's all part of the show. We are hitting this planet a lot. Preparing for battle. Over in the Claw. The Claw is in command. A light cruiser and a heavy cruiser. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. No. No. Just... No. 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 Okay, I'll probe him first. Actually, what is this planet? Phaser 8. I don't know if that means it's a heavy planet or not. I'll learn it eventually. I'll start keeping a track at some point. No. No, we're done. We are so done. We'll go down to yellow alert, free up all the power. We just get this brand new thing. I am not losing it to stupidity. So we're just gonna cruise on out of here. Look. This group, a heavy cruiser and light cruiser only, maybe. Probably not, but maybe. But throw in another light cruiser out there, and just no. We don't have the ability to take that on. Oh, frustration. This planet. Eventually we will take this planet, but probably not before we get a dreadnought. And that'll be the way we finally take it. You know, I was trying to find either this ship or the Monarch-class battleship, like a good picture of it that looked really sweet for the thumbnail, and I just could not find it. There's just not very much fan art of the ISC I discovered. It's kind of disappointing. Ha! It worked. They both went off screen at the same time. Whoops, we're going to have to keep an eye on that and slow down speed in the next mission. So, couldn't quite fight that one, but not quite our fault. Because seriously, what the heck? No. Back up to the planet. Convoy raid, we can do that. Or patrol, we can do that. Thought about doing a convoy raid, and then I was like, ISC ships not so fast, not so plucky. Prepare for battle. Take you over. Reduce this down to 0. I don't know why you would immediately go to 4. That still doesn't make sense to me. Prep the wild weasel, because we might need it. And shut off the shield reinforcement so I have a rough idea. Also, slow down time to real-time speed. Light cruiser is our target. I want to know what our charge speed is, and I'm not going to find out. I think this is it. Very, very slow. What's our arcs here? So we have a single phaser 2 that fires, or phaser 1 that fires everywhere. And it's a dual mount. Then we've got a frontal half, front left, front right, and then our plasma torpedoes with their absolutely absurdly huge arcs. We were fighting a light cruiser and a frigate, so basically a slightly smaller enemy than us. Take a look at them. Fire probe, or as they call them, mobile sensors. So let's see what this frigate is carrying. Actually, if we check this, we can see if he's an FFF. No, he's a DDL, he's a destroyer later, which is equipped with... Wow! 3 plasma torpedoes, and this is purely a phaser boat. Alright, I know what I'm targeting first. The frigate. Frigate is at range 51, and a light cruiser 52. So the frigate is coming in faster. Increase speed. Forward reinforcement. Reinforce, and click the button high. Okay, there we go. So we're going to go 1. No. 1, 2, 3. And we will start with the starboard side one. Did you switch places? You did, just a bit. Starboard side, center, port. And we'll do a firing pass where we go zoom, like that. Yes, zoom is a very technical way of putting it. Long range plasma. We're going to eat it. Yeah, we're going to eat it on the nose. There we go. And now, he's taken some pretty serious hits, but he's not dead. Not great in my book. But he did take all 3 plasma shots. I'm still trying to quite figure out how to play a plasma race. If we had just flooded him with fire, he would have immediately dumped a wild weasel and stopped. And maybe we should have dumped the wild weasel and stopped, but we didn't, because we had the exact same thinking the AI did. But now we're about to bring all phasers to bear on this target. And, well, he's in our frontal arc, which means he does get the joy of feeling all the phasers, and he's flying towards us. Excellent. He's not flying towards us anymore. Fire everything! Punch through his shields. Did a little bit of damage. Shields, I want you to go to reinforce all, please. And I want to pull this weakened side away from him before he can get his phasers on target. And our phasers slowly but steadily charging. We're going to reduce speed a little bit. We want to be able to charge our plasma torpedoes as good as possible. But we're going to have some trouble doing that. He is able to outmaneuver us. And he tractor beamed us, which helped us on our turn. Gorn ships have very odd tractor beaming habits. Able to shoot through his down shield. He's lost a lot of power right there. Hopefully that'll negatively affect his charge rates. I'm not sure, but I hope they do. Able to get 2 more phasers in on that. His speed has dropped precariously. And our torpedo is online. So is his, though. It was a pseudo. It was a pseudo. And we have 1 more plasma torpedo. And we can't get it on targets. We didn't need to. Plasma torpedo, to your face. To your face, sir. And that's how we do that. So we've managed to take out one of his shields. He's going to pass on our starboard side, where our starboard phaser is active. Right into the hole there. Excellent work. He's dropping mines on top of us. It's a better strategy when fighting against frigates. But he is probably going to take out our rear shield. He does. I'm not happy about that, because you've damaged systems on my brand new boat. soaring away, sort of at his normal speed-ish. 20. He hasn't been damaged too much. He's only taken a little bit of armor damage, and the one thing we know about Gorn is they have lots of armor. But I'm feeling very confident in being able to take this guy, because at some point the shield breaker is going to unload its plasma torpedoes and we're going to kill something, right? Shield breaker, how's your torpedo? Still working on it. It's a work in progress. Yeah, that's what we'll go with. Phasers are almost ready. We'll add in there, pile on, take out another shield. He's lost both those flank shields. A situation we were very used to in, well, pretty much all our campaigns. Turning with him, our plasma torpedo will be prepared in just a moment. There goes shield breaker's plasma torpedo, forcing him to run more. It's taken out his rear. And I want to fire a plasma torpedo. I know he's retreating. I know it's at a speed of 20, which is going to make this move at a speed of 12, which will make it take half a turn to get there. But come on, this is worth it. Okay, it wasn't worth it at all. All up and select, minus the torpedoes. Phasers to get in there. Slow him down. Now torpedoes. And he's going to turn, bring the shield on for that one. This torpedo will do him in. It did not. Oh, so tanky. So tough. Even though the torpedo did its full 20 damage, wasn't able to quite kill him. He's down to nothing. He's repairing that single phaser one. He's basically a wreck. Go, Marines. And we will now go to my command only. And yes, we only have 4 transporters, so we're not going to have too many opportunities to do this, but it could be worth it. There we go. 3 people on board. Give me the Fang. Give it to me. It is mine. It belongs to me. Excellent. Seized a Gorn... what was this again? Light cruiser. That's it. It was the destroyer leader that was the dangerous one. And let's see how much prestige we got for that. 398, so not bad. That's pretty good. Didn't take the planet, but then again we weren't really expecting to. Let's pull into dock at home, and that'll be it for an episode. We're doing pretty good work out here. We finally have our first heavy cruiser, and that's sort of when the game really starts. We saw that in Season 1 and Season 2. The game didn't really start until you got your first heavy cruiser. Or in Season 1, your first light cruiser carrier, and then the game took off from there. But yeah, things are going pretty well. Still fighting over this planet. This planet is probably going to become the bane of my existence. Forever we shall remember the name 24-6 as the grand planet that gave us so much trouble. It needs to have a name, a fortress world of some kind. But in any event, that's it for an episode. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next episode.